Welcome student to my channel Educare Maths and Science. Today I discuss a new chapters in class 10 I.C.S.E and the West Bengal board also and the C.B.S.E. The trigonometrical part. Under this trigonometry, the height and distance is a very important chapter. Height and distance, very conceptual chapter. You know the idea, right angle triangle and all these things. Just I introduce one thing. In case of the height and distance, always actually based on the Pythagoras theorem and the right angle triangle. You know, this is a right angle triangle because it's a 90 degree, and opposite to this is the hypotenuse. And if you take this is theta, the opposite is always perpendicular and the left is base. This is very important conception. Suppose A, B, C is a right angle triangle. In application of the Pythagoras theorem also you calculate hypotenuse square. You know Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. Is very important formula is calculated here. And on the basis of the right angle triangle, height and distance all this base on the right angle. On the base of the right angle triangle, all the calculation, all the height and distance sums are related. So for that reason, your idea about this, which one is the hypotenuse? Just opposite to the right angle triangle. Which one is the perpendicular? Which one is the base? If you take this is theta, this just opposite, that is the perpendicular. Okay. Suppose if you take this is theta, this is 90, this is hypotenuse, but you take this is theta, so this is perpendicular, this is base, and this is hypotenuse. Actually means theta is the angle between the base and hypotenuse. Theta is the angle between the base and hypotenuse. Theta is the angle between base and hypotenuse. Okay. So opposite to the theta, always perpendicular. Is clear to you? No problem. That is the basic thing. Clear? Now, one is the new concept here, angle of depression and angle of elevation. Suppose you just look in this way, in this angle. If you just look, suppose you look from here, certain height. So in this way you look in this way. So in this way, suppose this in this way, angle of elevation. This actually called the angle of, suppose a pen is there. You just look in this way. You just look in this way. From the eye, you just look in this way. So this angle and this is this here. Suppose is a scale. Suppose is a scale. And you just looking in this way. So this and this. Suppose this angle of elevation, this angle is called, suppose see here you see this thing. So angle of elevation means actually this angle is called the angle of elevation. And when if you just down this, suppose you just from a top you just see it here, suppose a tree or something, you just in the tower. So from this you just from the top view, this actually this is the angle of depression. Suppose এখানে আছে, আমি যদি এটাকে এরকম ভাবে নিচে থেকে এরকম ভাবে দেখি, এই দেখো দিস ওয়ান, আমি যদি এইভাবে দেখি এই অ্যাঙ্গেলটাকে ইন দিস ওয়ে জাস্ট ডিপ, এই চোখটা খেয়াল করো, দ্যাট ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্টেন্ট থিং। দি অ্যাঙ্গেল ইজ দিস, এইটা চোখটাকে উপরে তুলছি, জাস্ট অ্যাঙ্গেল ইজ দিস ইজ দ্য অ্যাঙ্গেল অফ এলিভেশন। এবার সেম প্লেস আমি যদি এটা নিচে নামাই, সো অ্যাঙ্গেল অফ দিস ইজ দ্য অ্যাঙ্গেল অফ ডিপ্রেশন। আমি যদি নিচের দিকে তাকাই, এটাকে আমি নিচের দিকে তাকাই, on this is the angle of elevation, depression. So two is a very important thing. The concept, the main concept of this, what is angle of angle of elevation, angle of the, suppose here, okay, তুমি দেখছো এখান থেকে for this, so this angle তুমি এর অবজেক্টটা মনে করো এখানে, so এই যে নিচের দিকে দেখো, that is the angle of depression, and here and you just look in this way. Suppose the object is there, your eye is there, so this is angle of depression, and this angle is angle of elevation. This is the very important concept. এইভাবে দেখছি উপর দিকে, the up part, this called the angle of, suppose this is theta, the angle of elevation. Now from the same point you just down this, the angle of depression. Is clear? Now this is very important thing. Okay, and one very important thing is this, in case of this, you know all this thing, the previous chapter, Just I repeat, sine theta, that is always perpendicular by hypotenuse. Cos theta, this is just a repetition, base by hypotenuse. Tan theta, that is by perpendicular by base. This is very important. All the formula, all this conception is very applicable here. For that I revise. Sine theta, perpendicular by hypotenuse, you know. Cos theta, base by hypotenuse. Tan theta, perpendicular by base. What is the value of root 2? 1.414. What is the value of root 3? 1.7 1.732. 1.732. So you just remember this. Root 2, 1.414. 1.414. Root 3, 1.732. This is a sine theta is this, cos theta is this, tan theta. You know, cosec theta is 1 by sine theta. Cos theta just opposite is the sec theta, and tan theta cot theta. Is clear? Clear? Now the basic conception is very useful here. And just I repeat for this. Now applicable the two sums. Very important. The first day. Okay. If these are different sum, sine, cos, tan, and the difference angle are there. Okay. In which way you just remember. Okay. Okay. Very important. So this is 0 degree. This is 30 degree. This is 45. This is 60. This is 90. In case of sine 0 to 90, the value is increased between 0 to 1. So, okay, sine 0, 0, sine 30 half. Just to remember, sine 45, 1 by root 2, sine 60, root 3 by 2, sine 91. Just you remember one. Sine 0, 0. Increase the value from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1. Sine 0, 0, sine 30 half, sine 45, 1 by root 2, sine 60, root 3 by 2, sine 91. In case of, don't we remember, cos, the sine 90 is 1, so cos 0 is 1, cos 30 is root 3 by, just you reverse, cos 45, 1 by root 2, this you say, sine 30, this is half, and this is 0. Just you reverse. The value of sine 90 is 1, sine 91, cos 0 is 1. Just you reverse. Sine 60 value is root 3 by 2, cos 30 root 3 by 2. Because sum of this is always 90, 60 and 39. Sine 40 by 1 by root 2, cos 40 by 1 by root 2. And what is the value of, you remember, what is the value of sine 30? Half. So cos 60 half. Because 30 and 60, 90. What is the value of sine 91? So cos 90, 0. Okay, in that way. That is very easy way. So tan 0, 0. Tan 30, 1 by root 3. Tan 40 by 1, this is root 3 and this is infinity. Just you remember in this way. Okay. So for that. Now, let's start the heights and distance sums. Okay. Just today, the introduction of the two sums. Okay. Very important thing. The drawing is very important in case of height and distance. Each and every time you must draw. And draw on this only the right angle triangle. What is the thing? You just do it here. Okay. The first sum. The very important thing. Very conceptual sum. It's a very practical thing. Each and everywhere you see. A ladder is placed against such a wall. Suppose a wall. This is a wall. A ladder is placed in this way. So right angle triangle you draw. A ladder is placed against a wall. Suppose this is a wall. This is a wall. This we call the wall. This is the base of the wall. This is the maximum height. Okay. In which you draw, a ladder is placed against a wall such that it just reach the top of the wall. So ladder in which way? This is the inclined. Ladder is slanting in this way, and this is the top, just touch. And this is A. Suppose the height of the wall is AB and this is BC. So this is actually ladder. This is ladder. A ladder is placed against a wall. এরকম আছে, এই আছে, তুমি এই লাগাচ্ছ, just এই. Is clear? This is this and তুমি এভাবে লাগাচ্ছ. Okay? This is the wall. তুমি লাগাচ্ছ এইভাবে. Okay? Ladder. এটা base. Okay? Is clear? Is clear to you? This is the wall. তুমি ladderটাকে এভাবে লাগাচ্ছ. Okay? A ladder is placed against a wall such that it just reach the top of the wall. The foot of the ladder, this one, is 1.5 meter, very important, 1.5 meter away from the wall. এখান থেকে এটা 1.5 meter is okay. Is inclined at an angle. This angle is 60. This is the inclined. Ground is the inclined. That means this is the inclined angle. Find the height of the wall. That means if you just take the height is this h. So which formula you apply? Which formula you apply? Clear? So this is a perpendicular. This is the way. Just you apply the tan theta. Tan theta is AB by BC. Here is tan 60. What is the value of AB? H, and BC is 1.5. What is the value of tan 60? You know, tan 60 equal to root 3. For that reason, H 1.5. What is the value of H? 1.5 into root 3. So 1.5 into what is the value of root 3? 1.732. Okay, 1 point. So actually, this is 2.5980, and this is meter. Where it's meter? It's clear. That means this, if you approx, this is the 2.6, 2.5 or 2.6. Actually, the approx 2.6 meter. Approx. This is the height of the wall. Very easy. Just concept must be clear. Find the height of the wall, 2.6 meter. So each and every time drawing is very important. And in case of the heights and distance, right angle triangle each and every time you draw. Okay, the concept must be clear. Clear? So what is the height of the wall? This. In this way you solve it. You know the value of tan 60 root 3. So certainly remember. In case of tan 20, tan 35, tan 40, the trigonometrical table is supplied. Okay. But in case of 0, 30, 60, 45, you just remember. Okay. So it's clear to you? Okay, 2.6. Now, the next sum. This is the introduction. So many hard sum are there. I gradually increase for that. Okay, clear? Now, the next sum. Very important. Very conceptual sum. Same as the shares and dividend. The conceptual. Very important thing. Now, the second sum. From the top of the cliff. Now, this actually in this way, this is the angle of elevation. At the top of this, opor theke dekhcho, top of this. So this is the angle of depression. Okay, but always you draw the right angle triangle. Always you draw the right angle triangle. এবার এখান থেকে দেখছে. Okay, from here. So here you draw. Actually, this is the angle of depression. Though this is the parallel. So alternate angle equal. Okay. From the top of the cliff, this is the AB. This is the top of the cliff, 92 meter high. Is okay? No problem at all. The angle of depression, মানে এখান থেকে দেখছে এইভাবে, angle of depression is 20 degree. This is the wire. এইখানটা আছে wire-টা. Okay, এখান থেকে দেখছে. From the top of a cliff, this is the cliff. C-L-I-W. This is the cliff. From the top of the cliff, you just see, this is the wire. This position is the actually the wire. B-U-Y. From here to here, the angle of depression angle is 20 degree because this is the 20 degree alternate angle. Okay, clear? This is 92. Calculate the nearest meter. Calculate the nearest, the distance of the wire from the foot. Eta foot. এইখান থেকে ডিসটেন্সটা কত? This is the thing. Very easy, but concept must be clear. That means suppose this is x. So you know this is tan 20 degree, that is equal to perpendicular by base 92 by x. Now, what is the value of tan 20 degree? What is the value of tan 20 degree? The trigonometrical table is supplied in the exam hall. You don't remember this. So from the trigonometrical table, 20 degree 0 minute. 20 degree 0 minute. What is the value? What is the value of this? 0.3640. 0.3640. 3640. This is the value. This is 92 by x. So what is the value of x? X is equal to 92 by 0.3640. Okay. So this is 252.74 meter. So what is the approx? This approx is the 0.7. So you just take 253 meter approx. Okay, this is the answer. That means this is the distance. So calculate the nearest meter, the distance of the wire from the foot of the cliff. এখান থেকে distance. What is this? The sum is very easy, but concept must be clear. You have to drawing each and every time. If the concept is clear, no sums will be very hard to you. Greater, these are very tough sums are there. So I will solve you. Okay. So clear to you? Always draw the right angle triangle. The different before the conception will be clear to you. Okay. So this is for today. These are new chapters, the trigonometric height and distance. Okay. From the ML 2025 edition. Sum number this and this. The main concept. Now we gradually increase the harder sums. Okay. So thank you, student. Thank you, tutor. Thank you.